Here we go. Here we go. Let's get into it, man. Welcome to another eye-opening, mind-boggling, broadening the understanding. We turning on the light over here, man. So check this out, man. Y'all put your thinking caps on, and I want you to really get your mind wrapped around this and what's going on with this. You got family members who might be homeless. You got family members who might have strayed off into the criminal element. Uh, they might want to read this. They might want to get their knowledge up concerning the changes that have taken place concerning certain laws and amended to increase the punishment for certain crimes. So this House Bill number 5, a safer Kentucky Act. Y'all hear that? Safer Kentucky Act. And then right underneath that, y'all, we're gonna shoot to kill homeless trespassers. How is it safer if we shooting to kill homeless trespassers? They might be in your garbage can on your property. Might be trying to find some aluminum or something like that to pay some bills, and you this is a very broad spectrum that we got here when we say you can shoot to kill a homeless trespasser if you believe that they are attempting to dispossess you of anything. Right? Shoot to kill a human, a living being. You can take their life underneath the House Bill number 5, and when they take you to in for questioning, you can say, I believe, right? Because we know what that word believe gives you so much room. I believe he was attempting to dispossess me of whatever it is that you might think that's on your property. They could take and clear that person of any wrongdoing under the House Bill number 5. Okay? And that's just touching bases. This thing is broad, man, and I'm telling you, man, if you care anything about yourself, I mean, it is broad. It is a lot in this House Bill number 5, man. And it gets to the point to where if you get into an argument with somebody, and don't you dare say what you gonna do to them, and it fall under the terroristic threatening act. Oh man, you looking at a class D felony. You could be on your job on a job site, and this is in the bill as well. You could be on your job and you get into it with somebody and you say something crazy like I'ma do this and when I see you I'ma if you say any of that, man, you got class D felony coming your way, baby. You about to be arrested. You about to be locked down. Okay? Under this House Bill number 5, man. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it gets deep down in here. See what I'm saying? And some of this stuff, man, where they changed it, it's taking away any ability for you to go to see the parole board, you to be shocked out, or any conditional discharges. Nah, you're gonna have to do 50% of the sentence imposed. See? And here, let me put this on your mind too while we talking about this House Bill number 5. All right. So they enhancing the fleeing or evading police in the second degree to a Class D felony. Ain't no more misdemeanor. I was just trying to listen. If you don't pull over immediately when the police hit you with them lights, that's fleeing and evading. If you don't pull over your car immediately when they hit you with them lights, okay? Well, the officer can say, well, you was fleeing and evading. You might say, I was trying to find a safe place to park. Ain't gonna be no more of that. We ain't gonna do that. You was trying to find no safe place to park. We got a safe place for you to park. They gonna park your ass right in that jail and hit you with a Class D felony for fleeing and evading. You see what I'm saying? So you said you was trying to find a well-lit area to pull over, right? Because that's what your granny told you, and that's what your mama told you, and that's what your daddy told you, and that's what the people told you. Don't just pull over in a dark area. Hey, guess what? Mess around, don't pull over in a dark area. You're going to be in a dark area with that Class D felony slapped on you, okay? And we know what these felonies do to people. When you get these felonies on your case, on your history, man, here go with this job, can't find a job thing. Feel me? So it's gonna create joblessness, man, because people gonna be looking at, oh, you got Class D felony. I just didn't want to pull over and get killed or shot in the dark. So I tried to find a light spot or get to a gas station where it's lit. So I don't, people are afraid out here, man, to pull over. Even if it's the police, man, they scared. People are terrified. But let me tell you something, you better get that terrified under wraps. Cause if you mess around and don't pull over immediately, well, you just got hit with fleeing and evading. Right? So that's another one of the situations that's in this House Bill number 5. I'm telling you, man, you better find some time and y'all better sit down at the dinner table. I don't care where you sit down at. If you love your family and you care about your family, you better get yourself aware of what's in this House Bill 5 Safer Kentucky Act. You see what I'm saying? You better open up your eyes and y'all better get informed quick. Cause this is not no joke. This is not no joke. And we telling you now. And I was talking about the list that they have of these violent offenses relating to terroristic threatening. It includes any workplace or any gathering of 3 or more persons, include harassing communication as conduct constituting intimidating. See what I'm saying? A person say, man, he was intimidating. Boy, you better make sure, hear me? You better make sure you right. Intimidating a participant in the legal process. You can't be trying to threaten. You better not come across with an eyebrow cocked to the left. You know what I'm saying? You better not raise an eyebrow. When you talk, you better get some Botox shots in your forehead, because if they see your forehead wrinkle up, boy, you might be trying to intimidate someone. So you in the workplaces, man. I'm gonna say it again, man. If you find yourself in some kind of altercation or argument or some kind of heated situation, walk away. Cause see, these people got this shit set up now where, oh, you a threatener, you violent. And once they figure it out, man, listen, once they label you violent, man, let me tell you, man, they gonna try to blackball you, man, from the workforce, man. So don't get into no altercations at the work site. Think it through, stop, and move on. Feel me? Don't take nothing personal at your work site or at your job site. Don't take nothing personal. You go in there to work. Go in there, do your job, come home. Don't get off into these uh little games. People reel you into some shit, man. We definitely know about this reel you in, and then all of a sudden, once they reel you in, oh, he's violent. You reeled him in. You know what I'm saying? Person that started some kind of little rap with you about the basketball game, and y'all done turned it up. Now they can hear you all the way on the other side of the building. Somebody's being intimidated over it. Guess what? That Class D felony come call the police. They want you out there anyway. You feel me? So you better be aware of what's going on, man. Another thing that they added into this bill, man, violent offender to include carjacking and attempted murder in the list of violent offenses. Amend KRS 508.075 and 508.078 relating to terroristic threatening. So, man, any of this violence, man, that is gonna be out here, it's not going down. None of it. Basically, is what they saying, man. That's why you gotta look at what it says. Safer Kentucky Act. Any kind of anything, man, they are coming for you, man. You feel me? You gotta be on your best behavior in these situations. Cause if not, you gonna find yourself somewhere you don't wanna be. You know what I'm saying? So tighten up, man, on your mental, man. Tighten up on uh, what they call is anger. You better get it on a wrap, cause you be sitting somewhere in a dark room, you and your anger, and you trying to figure out why you said what you said to whoever it was you said it to. House Bill number 5, Safer Kentucky Act. Alright? You gotta get yourself aware of the laws that can be imposed upon you, and the next thing you know, you in a hell of a situation, a hell of a situation, and I don't think you want to do that to yourself. So, man, let me tell you something, man. They got on this, man. So they doing a whole lot of sentence enhancements. Okay, definitely on the violent felony, third felony, and what they're doing is prohibiting probation, parole, or other forms of release for a person who commits crime using weapon that is stolen, defaced, loaded with restricted ammunition, or otherwise violates state law. Amend KRS 610.070. Okay, so watch this. Also, man, they covering the parents, the legal guardians and custodians of these children, right? And we've already seen that, man, where they doing a new thing with your child mess around, shoot somebody, got a gun and shoot somebody, guess who's going to jail? You and that child. Both y'all going. So if you one of them parents that think it's okay for Tommy to have a gun, you better rethink that shit. You know them boys. You know how they act. You know if his temper gets away from him. You know if he don't process, you know, situations out and come out with a positive. You know how some kids come out, man, that's all he do is process. I'm gonna bust in your mouth, I'm gonna do something to you. You better know your kid. You better know him. See what I'm saying? Cause guess what? Don't mess around and be one of these hard working parents out here who trying to just make life, livable. And the next thing you know, you in jail facing murder charges cause your kid done got a hold to a gun and went and shot somebody. Hey man, let me tell you something, man. This House Bill 5, Safer Kentucky Act, it's got a broad scope on it, baby. I mean a broad scope. And you can definitely get hit with some scrap metal in this one. I mean, it's little bitty fine print shit in this, man. I mean, fine print. It almost don't want you to even have no interactions with other people. And if you do, you better be on top of your game. See what I'm saying? You better know how to really deal with people. And I'm gonna tell you somebody else who gonna get hit with a lot of this lockdown. I hate to say it, but my black sisters, y'all with y'all attitude and your threatening communications that you got with certain people, whether it be a white woman, black, whoever it is. You could be two black women in some kind of altercation, man, and y'all get funky with each other. Guess what? Somebody could get a Class D felony, and both y'all might get it. Have the court play here. We can get two birds with one stone. Y'all want arguing, threatening, and all this with each other. Y'all could be two nice little people that go to church, but in some days every day ain't a good day. And you done mess around and got into it with somebody. Don't be out at the grocery store screaming and hollering, and they got them video cameras everywhere, and they catch you on camera talking that mess. Cause you trying to look tough, you trying to sound tough, you trying to put on this big old show and act about how you gonna do this to her and she gonna do this and go get your mama and your cousin and go do all this. Guess what? They got you on camera with that? Class D felony. Screaming and hollering and going crazy, doing all that. Guess what? It's a new day. Safer Kentucky Act, man. House Bill number 5 ain't playing with you. Get loud if you want to. Get to screaming if you want to. No, they do it over in Dubai. There was a case where a black woman over there got to getting loud and screaming and hollering. They put her ass right in prison. Not over here. So it is places, in the world is already not playing these screaming and hollering games and going off on people and all this old shit. Let me tell you something, man. House Bill number 5, Safer Kentucky Act, it is what it is and it means what it means. And I'm not gonna say it's loaded with everything in it is all to knock whoever in the head. That ain't what it's about, man. But I'm gonna tell you, you definitely wanna be informed when it comes to this. You don't wanna be lacking or slacking and not know what's really going on. Now it gives watch this. Now if you and it's not a lot of it, but for people who exempt of property tax on distilled spirits stored at aging barrels. Y'all, so what they saying is we gonna give tax cuts to rich people. If you got the liquor and you serving liquor, we gonna give you a tax cut. That's in the House Bill 5. And so that's a safer act. Safer Kentucky if we protect this liquor and give y'all a tax. How is that Safer Kentucky act by giving liquor people a cut on taxes? How did this slide in here? And the thing about it is what they did. They slid all kind of things in there that they wanted to push across. If it was good, they pushed it. If it was bad, then they pushed it even harder. And this is gonna be the one that I'm surprised that it wasn't more uh stink raised up about this, but in the new section KRS chapter 311, to prohibit an abortion if the pregnant woman is seeking the abortion in whole or in part because of an unborn child's sex, race, color, national origin, or disability, except in the case of medical emergency. Require physicians to certify a lack of knowledge that the pregnant woman's intent to seek an abortion was, in whole or in part, because of an unborn child's sex, race, color, national origin, or disability. Require the state board of medical license to revoke a physician's license to practice medicine if the physician violates the prohibition. Provide that the Cabinet for Health and Family Services shall revoke the license of any person, including a licensed abortion facility, that violates the prohibition, provided that a physician who violates the prohibition is civilly liable. See what I'm saying? So, again, amend KRS 311.725 regarding informed consent for abortion to notify pregnant women of the prohibition. Amend to provide person who violates the prohibition is guilty of Class D felony. 1 year statute of limitation for civil action arising for violation of the prohibition emergency. So they coming against any woman who try to have an abortion and it's not a medical situation. You gonna get hit with Class D felony. The doctors Gary B. He can't practice no more, and so it's going down. Safer Kentucky Act. They said they gonna protect the babies. They gonna stop all that. So you're gonna have to take that somewhere else. If that's something that you feel like uh abortion is something you feel like you into and you feel like you need to do, you gonna have to go somewhere else with that. Cause if there is no medical threat to your health or to your life, they saying you're gonna have that baby. Right? So there is some protection for the unborn here. So there's a Safer Kentucky Act. You know, it is. If you can protect the unborn, I'm all for that. Uh, so it's a lot in this bill, and you like I said, you really need to sit down, read this, go over this, get an understanding, a overstanding, and an understanding of what is in this bill. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. With this, you can shoot to kill a homeless trespasser, man. I'm gonna tell you, man, a lot of people gonna find themselves shot. Cause you going up on somebody's property and hey, they done gave these people the right to fall. Cause they believe. You could believe anything. You got a garbage man come up on your property and you didn't know it was him. Pow! Feel me? Y'all better take the time and try to identify and make some sense of this, Kentucky. And let's not get crazy because these people say you can shoot. But I'm gonna tell you, mess around being shot a family member, somebody come on your property, next thing you know, you done shot somebody, you done shot one of your own family members. Be careful with this quick to shoot thing. Just cause they say it's okay, don't mean it's okay. So listen, I'm gonna wind this down. We done put the light on it in a dark place. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So I tell y'all what, y'all better take a drink, look deep into this House Bill number 5, get your families informed, and be safe out there. Peace.